Bermuda Triangle, new evidence or old myths, 300 souls. One faint signal. Then, silence. That's the last anyone heard of the USS Cyclops. No mayday, no wreckage, just an empty ocean. So today we're asking, did science finally solve the Bermuda Triangle's biggest vanishings, or are we just giving an old campfire story a fresh coat of paint? Section 1, The Vanishings. Picture this, December 5, 1945. 5 torpedo bombers lift off from Fort Lauderdale for a routine training hop. 10 minutes in, Lieutenant Taylor's voice crackles over the radio, "Both my compasses are out. I'm completely lost. Controllers hear static, then nothing." A rescue plane sent after the squadron disappears too. 14 men, gone. Roll the tape back to 1918. The USS Cyclops, a hulking Navy collier, leaves Barbados with 306 crew and 11,000 tons of manganese ore. No distress call ever goes out. The ship simply isn't there anymore. Jump to 1925. The SS Cotopaxi radios that it's taking on water in a hurricane. 94 years later, marine biologists spot the freighter's silhouette on the seafloor, 35 miles off Florida, nowhere near the classic triangle lines. Turns out legends drift just like ships do. Historians tally about 50 ships and 20 aircraft gone in the region. Sounds scary, but statisticians shrug. That's normal for one of the planet's busiest sea lanes. The bigger puzzle is why these stories refuse to die. Section 2, Enter the scientists' time to swap ghost stories for lab coats. Human error first. Flight 19's leader was new to the area, and his compasses slipped 47 degrees off course. Low fuel, stormy skies, and garbled radio chatter turned a training drill into a death spiral. Next up, weather with a temper. Satellite records show the Bahamas can whip up squalls and rogue waves taller than a 3-story house, walls of water that rise and vanish in minutes, snapping hulls like dry twigs. Then there's the Gulf Stream, a liquid freight train that can sprint faster than most people jog. It scatters debris hundreds of miles before rescue grids are even plotted. Finding wreckage here is like trying to pick a single breadcrumb off a treadmill. Compasses? Sure, they wobble thanks to local magnetic quirks, but GPS has made that more neat party trick than navigational nightmare. Finally, the infamous methane burp. Frozen pockets of natural gas sit under the seafloor. If one pops, rising bubbles can lower water density and sink a ship in seconds. Real phenomenon, but it hasn't happened on a large scale since the Ice Age. The Cyclops wasn't vaporized by ancient gas. Section 3, The verdict. So what's the fresh evidence? When researchers confirmed the Cotopaxi's identity, they replayed its final log, crew shouting about a flooded hold and winds howling at hurricane force. Tragic, yes. Supernatural, no. A recent sonar sweep also spotted a TBF Avenger, the very model flown by Flight 19, resting upright in the sand, wings intact. No scorch marks, no blast holes, just a textbook ditching in rough seas. Australian scientist Karl Krushelnitsky ran the US Coast Guard numbers and came back with a shrug. Accident rates here match any other crowded route. The myth survives because spreadsheets can't compete with a good ghost story. Call to action. If you're into the real science behind pop culture mysteries, hit subscribe. Next week we're chasing the electronic fog that some pilots still swear turned minutes into hours. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. The Bermuda Triangle isn't a cosmic wormhole or an alien parking lot. It's a busy patch of ocean where heavy traffic, moody weather, and plain old human fallibility meet. Each new sonar scan, weather model, and logbook entry peels back another layer of the unknown, and every layer looks a little less supernatural than the last.